So first of all, a big welcome to ESOL. ESOL, we have 4 letters: English speakers of other languages. What this means is that our classrooms are full of students from all over the world. Just in this picture here, this is representative of a young learner class. We have students from Romania, India, Iran, Pakistan, Poland. So it really is a multicultural class and department that you are joining. Now, I'm not too sure how old you are, whether you fall into our young learner or our adult category. I will be talking about the young learners and Nikki will be talking about the adults. So our young learner classes are for students who are aged 16 to 18. And we have different levels. We have pre-entry. Pre-entry is complete beginner. Then when your English starts to get a little bit better, you move to entry 1. Starting to feel more confident now, you would move to entry 2. So pre-entry, entry 1, entry 2 are, I suppose, what we would call our beginner courses, where you would study English, maths, science, and IT. Once you get to the entry 3 courses, we can start to offer additional courses alongside the English. So we can just do a pure entry 3 ESOL course with the English, the maths, the science, and the IT. And we can also offer a mixed level course for entry 3 or level 1 students. But we can also offer entry 3 engineering for students who are thinking they would like a job in the engineering world, or indeed entry 3 business for people who are starting to think they may want to work in an office area or business area. Moving up to level 1, we also have a class for students who would like to prepare for the GCSE entrance test. And we also have a course with English and childcare for people who perhaps would like to work as a childminder or in a nursery. So as I say, pre-entry, entry 1, entry 2 are more our beginner courses. And from entry 3 and level 1, we can start to add additional subjects. All our young learner timetables are full-time, usually 4 or 5 days a week, studying ESOL as the main qualification, maths, science and humanities. Humanities is history, geography, arts. Working on our IT skills, and also 1 lesson a week is on tutorial, learning about how to live in this country. I will now pass you over to Nikki.
We also have a large number of adult classes. And as you can see, this is a happy group of adults on our trip into London 2 summers ago before lockdown. We do offer adult trips when we can, in addition to our courses. Now, adult ESOL English, English for speakers of other languages. You're lucky to apply to Uxbridge College now, because next year our adult courses are going to offer maths and IT, ICT, computing, if you want it. Now, in the past, you could only do English, but now you can do maths and IT as well. In the daytime, we offer a course of 4 mornings a week, and we also have evening classes, which is 3 evenings a week. As with the young learners, we offer all the levels from pre-entry, which is learning to read and write for the very first time, learning to write your A, B, C, all the way to level 2, which is ready to get a professional, move into professional training, or to get a job in an English-speaking environment and aim to become a manager. At level 2, the level 2 course also offers volunteering and work experience to help you into employment. And we're also very proud to offer a combined ESOL and childcare course for students who would like to work in a nursery or with what we call early years. And that's at entry 3 and level 1. So that's a summary of our adult courses, English plus maths and IT at all levels. Now, the timetables for the adult classes at the Hayes campus, it's 3 classes of English a week, plus a maths class, 4 classes a week, 4 classes a week, over 4 days, that's right. And in the evenings, it's 2 evenings of English and 1 evening of maths, and you can do IT if you wish. Now, at the Uxbridge campus, we also offer an English skills class, which is an evening class, 2 evenings a week. So there we go, that the classes are in the morning or in the evening at Hayes and in the evenings at Uxbridge. The adult classes can be government funded, they can be free. It depends on your benefits and also how much you earn. Please ask at enrolment about the fees, about how much the course costs. I know that's important to a lot of you. So how do you study English with us? Well, now that we've finished lockdown, lessons are back in class. We have had online lessons since Christmas, which have mostly gone very well. So lessons are in class, but we do use Google Classroom to set work online. You will study speaking and listening, reading and writing, and maths and ICT. Okay.
So we would like to introduce you to the team. Here is our head of school, Mumtaz. She is also the head of school of the foundation department and the learning support department. So a big role supervising the 3 areas. Myself, I am the section manager for the ESOL young learners. This is a job that I job share with my colleague, Sarah. So if you are a young learner, if you're aged 16 to 18, you will get to know us well. Here you can see Nikki. Obviously, it's difficult for you to recognize us because we are here hidden under our masks, but this is how we normally look. So this is Nikki, Aggie and Monica, who are the course team leaders. And here are our teachers. I won't trouble you by telling you all the names, but here is our group of teachers. We are all experienced and feel passionate about ESOL and improving the level of language of our students. We also have our attendance coordinator who makes sure that people attend their lessons, are on time, and our administrator who helps students and staff. So why study ESOL? Well, ESOL will give you a qualification which is recognised in the UK. We do our exams with the examining board Ascentis, and you'll do 3 English exams: a speaking and listening exam, a reading exam, and a writing exam. All young learners and adults also do a maths exam with Edexcel. This year, the entry 3 students have also had an IT exam. And on the level 1 pre-GCSE course, which is the course where students are preparing to do the entrance test to GCSEs, the students also study towards a science qualification. There is no exam, but they put together a portfolio of their work. So obviously these are very strange times. Nikki and I are sat here wearing our masks. We have just come out of the 3rd lockdown. We are still in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic. But if we look at these photos on the screen, we can see pictures, photos of times when things were more normal. And hopefully when you start in September, we will be able to do these activities again. So I hope you will enjoy seeing these photos and can imagine what life can be like as a student at Uxbridge College. Because learning does not just take place in the classroom, it takes place outside, having fun. So we like to exercise. You can see playing basketball, table tennis, using the sports equipment in the park, playing football, sports days with tug of war. We have also been very proud to work with the running charity, taking people from couch to 5K, learning to run 5 kilometers. In normal times as well, we are very keen to encourage our young learners and indeed our adults to take part in voluntary work. Here are some examples of voluntary work that our students have done. Voluntary work is work that you do that is not paid, but you do it to gain experience and skills that will perhaps then help you to get paid work. Here are some examples. Students have worked in the Hillingdon Food Bank. Students have worked in charity shops. Students have worked on environmental projects, cleaning up rivers, picking up litter, working at the Good Deeds Day in Uxbridge, and helping at the Ealing Soup Kitchen. We also organise work experience for our young learners. This year, the work experience will be virtual. It will be over Zoom. But in ordinary times, we like to do work experience placements face-to-face. Here are some students who are doing a work experience placement with Principal Consulting, a truly fantastic placement where they got the opportunity to go to the Houses of Parliament and to the Mayor's office, Sadiq Khan. As Nikki said, we love to go on trips. I will hand over to Nikki so she can tell you a little bit about some of the exciting trips we go on.
One of the things that we like to do with the adults is go to the British Museum, which you can see in the picture in the top left here. Here we are on the steps of the museum with an entry 2 class. We had a fantastic day looking at all the objects, beautiful treasures from all over the world from the past. And everybody could find something from their country, whether they're from Syria or from Somalia or from other, or India or Asia. So you can see everybody had a great day there. We have also had trips to the V&A Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum, which you can see here on the right.
It is.
That's a glass sculpture at the V&A Museum. We've had very successful trips to Kew Gardens, always very popular in the summer, looking at all the plants and the flowers and having a lovely day out together with a picnic at the end of the year when all the exams are over. We have had, on the left here, Claire.
Yes, so we like to take our students to jumping, we like to take them trampolining, bowling, and here we are at Osterley Park swinging through the trees. We like to be active, keep fit and have fun. Let's talk you through the facilities. When we are here at Uxbridge College, the staff, the students will have access to fantastic facilities. All the classrooms have interactive smart boards that the students can come and touch and move words. We have iPads and Chromebooks to use in class. We have rooms specifically designed for IT with computers. We have a library where students can borrow books and use the computers. We have a canteen, which is called the Pavilion. But we also have a restaurant, which is called Ravisco, where students hoping to work in restaurants and hotels are your waiters and chefs. It's a fantastic way to have a lovely meal at a very reasonable price. We also have a hair salon where, again, the students who cut your hair, do your treatments, are learning these skills. So again, you can have treatments at very, very good prices. And we also have a gym, a more energy gym, which is attached to the college and where you can get a very good student discount. So what happens after ESOL? ESOL will help you to either continue with your studies or to help you find work. After ESOL, I suppose we can talk about 3 different paths. You could decide to do GCSEs, or you could decide to follow a vocational path, perhaps taking on a job such as barber, hairdresser, mechanic, working with public services as a police officer. Or you may decide that you have completed your studies, that your level of English is now sufficient and you are ready to join the world of employment, hopefully paid employment or more volunteering. So our job in ESOL is to get you ready for your next step.
Here's a little bit more detail on what we call progression. And progression is what happens next when you finish each course. Each course lasts for 1 year. For example, adult progression, when you finish. If you're a beginner, you'll come in at pre-entry, and in pre-entry and entry 1, you're going to learn to read and write English for the first time. And you're going to start maths and IT. And this English will help you to make an appointment at the doctor, maybe speak to your children's teachers, and travel around on the bus and the train. After entry 1, we move up to entry 2 and entry 3. But what does this really mean? It means now that your English is the English that we use every day. And after entry 3, you should be able to work in an English-speaking environment. Your English will not be perfect, but you will have a lot of the English that you need to talk to your boss and to talk to customers. And all throughout, the maths and the IT will help you with those skills that you also need for work, because everybody needs maths and IT for work. You can continue up to the higher levels, the intermediate levels, to level 1 and level 2. And this is where your English gets to a level for you to train for a professional job. And by professional, we mean engineering, health and social care, hair and beauty, IT, actual professional IT work. Come to ESOL at Uxbridge College for 1 or 2 or 3 years, and we hope that we can get you into employment, the same with everybody else who lives and works in Britain. And just a quick mention, one more, please. Entry 3 and level 1, we also offer in the department a quicker way into the childcare profession.
So just one more.
Sorry guys, just finished this off. So to help adults into work, on your course, we will give you support to write a CV, develop your interview skills, and give you confidence to go for a job in an English environment.
So I do believe that was the final slide. Yes, it was. So thank you ever so much for joining us today. We really hope that after watching this, you will want to come and join us. I can see there are a few questions in the chat. Okay.
Can you see any questions, Claire?
Yeah, we can do questions.
I mean, have you been? Is there any questions on your end? Because I am not seeing any questions at the moment.
No, I can't either.
Right, guys. If you have any questions, this is your chance to put it in the chat box. because we've got very little time left and move on to next session. So if you have any questions, or if you do have questions for later, you can always come back to us on inquiries@uxbridgecollege.ac.uk. I'll just give it a minute, Claire, if there's any.
Absolutely.
If a student wants to apply, what should they do next?
Well, I have put in the links in the chat box where basically you can access the information on the link. It's uxbridgecollege.ac.uk/apply. So if they just go there and if they're just ready to apply, we are accepting online applications, so they can just go and start applying now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. We look forward to having you at Uxbridge College.